Hello, hello. How we doing, everybody? Are we all enjoying Caleb with long hair? Because, oh my god, look at him. Hey, Miz. Morgan, hey.
We really do have a great connection. Even our daydreaming is in sync.
I did get Caleb's car. Y'all, okay, so this event, I totally went in and I was like, all right, set my first three: Rafayel, Sylus, Caleb. I put Sylus as my precise wish. He was the first one I was going for. And I was like, we're gonna do this, right? So I pull, and the first 10, no go. And I was like, yeah, no, that's the way my luck has been crumbling. And then I go to do my second pull, and bam, gold light. And I was like, oh my god, 20 pulls, are you kidding me? And it was Rafayel.
I thought yesterday you said that you've been busy recently. Does this mean you are hiding from me?
I would never hide from you, darling, unless I wanted you to chase me, which is usually all the time. He is so handsome. But yeah, so Rafayel shows up and I'm like, Fishy! You wish blocker! I was coming for you. I just wanted Sylus first. But yeah, so the good news is I got Rafayel and he gave me a guarantee, so I got Sylus. And then I got Caleb. So I have 3 boys. I am going for one of each, so I still need Zayne and Xavier. But I'm done with my pulls for the day. I've got myself a...
2 former lovers meet again after years apart, gazing into each other's eyes, just like us. They didn't recognize each other.
Okay, baby. I know you're needy. We're gonna move on. Frost, hey, welcome to the scream. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, so I want to get one of each card, so I now just need Zayne and Xavier, and then I'll have my full set, and then it becomes a matter of how then it becomes 1, am I still within budget? 2, okay, am I gonna R3 Sylus or Caleb? That's where we're gonna go from there, but we'll see how that shakes out. Yay, Morgan, you got Sylus! Sweet! Oh, Frost, I've been there on that irony where you're like, yeah, it's the person I want. No, it's the wrong card. Why? That's so cruel. Like, it just... Every time when that happens. Every time. Right, Morgan? He just... Rafayel is like, first off, y'all need to come worship at the Sea God altar before you go anywhere else. Just a reminder. Well, tell your sister I said hi. Welcome to the stream. I know, Frost. Why, Zayne? Why? Why didn't you? Look, Zayne likes to be chased. He wants you to work for it. He's a little... I mean, did you see Secret Kiss? That boy has a bit of a sadistic streak. Oof. Okay, so today is a mega stream. Normally I do 2 chapters a stream. For this one, because of the way it is set, I'm gonna try, we're not gonna try, we're going to succeed. We are going to do hopefully all 3 chapters, all 3 branches, because my goal is next week, we are homecoming wings. We are Caleb. We are all the things Caleb next week is the current schedule timeline goal. We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. But this is gonna be a big stream because there is so much lore and story, and oh my god, there's just all 3 branches. We're gonna be getting a lot more fill in on Zayne. We're gonna get a lot of fill on Rafayel, and we're gonna get some heartbreaking stuff happening with Xavier in Voyager of the Outcast. Sir, you can wait. I am streaming. Oh my god, Caleb. So needy. Oh, hi, sister wife. As in the wife of your sister. not my sister wife. Okay, that came out wrong. I probably could have phrased it better. But hi. So yes, this is gonna be a long stream. You are my sister wife, Nikki. Oh. Okay. Morgan, I feel you. Caleb's story is, especially in Homecoming Wings, it's a heartbreaker, is what it is. It truly is. It's a lot. There's a lot happening, a lot psychologically, a lot emotionally. As you can see, the boys are really needy. So if you want to join, you can join here with me and we can be overly emotional about Caleb together. I'll probably just sob my way through Homecoming Wings. It's fine. I could be the emotional one. I could support you through this. But if it's too much for you, then it's perfectly fine to skip next week. I understand triggers are, all these boys have triggery moments in their stories where I'm like, that's a lot. So yes, Homecoming Wings next week. Today, the mega stream. I've got water. I've got my Sylus blanket. Banksy is curled up over there. I've got Nikki doing her mod thing. We're going to see how we do. So it's called Prologue to Tomorrow. We just finished Silas's arc last week, as in his introduction arc. We'll see him return in Death and Rebirth later in the main story. But so we are out of the N109 zone. We have absorbed the other half of the Aether Core that is now within us. So now we've got this whole power-up moment. It is the mod thing. It is the absolute mod thing, Nikki. You're a conductor. And I, according to yesterday's stream, am the worst friend ever. So, we all have our roles to play. By the way, if you have not seen that clip on my solo channel, you should absolutely go see that clip on my solo channel, because I made Nikki do auto battle. I am the best friend ever, is what I am. Yes, so Aether Core absorbed, we got a power up. We're coming back from the N109 zone, so we're dealing with a whole lot of fallout, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot. So, if you're a note taker, take some notes. But yes, make sure you have your drinks, make sure you have some snacks, and let's get into this. So we're going to start with Eye of the Storm, and you'll notice that Eye of the Storm has this interesting break in it, in that we get the first, the second, and then we have the branch moment. And then we come back into Eye of the Storm. So the way the story was divided, because separate timelines, bitch, is that the idea in the separate timelines is that you're going through this and, you went through you chose, we're going to play all three, but in the mythos idea is you would choose the love interest, and that's the path you chose, from start to finish with them. So I'm going to go in order. I can absolutely date them all. It's separate timelines, and this whole thing confirms that it's separate timelines, separate branches, separate timelines. I will ride this harem wave. So we're going to start with Zayne, and then Rafayel, and then Xavier. We're just going to go in order of the way it's listed. So, angst, by the way, this is going to be an angsty stream, just to let everybody, just to clue you in on where we're at. There is nothing but angst. We are in love and grief space, y'all. It is, we're going to see our boys suffer, but beautifully. So, still simple way. It's a tragedy, but their clothing is torn. It's just what I'm saying. Just just a little, just a little bit of ankle, a little bit of collarbone. It's fine. So yes, first off, the king of angst here at the moment, we're gonna go with we're gonna do with Zayne. So let me go ahead and get us those first two chapters down in terms of imbalance and new discovery, and then we'll slide into our branch. As always, I'm going to, if there are unvoiced parts, I will voice them to the best of my poor voice acting ability. I will try not to talk during major cutscenes so we can all enjoy the effort and the glory of those cutscenes. Hey, King! You made it just in time. We're just getting started. And then I may pause if I think something's interesting or I want you to take note of it, like, hey, look at how they set this scene. Look how they're framing this person. If an idea pops to me, we'll talk about it. We're gonna do some light analysis on what's happening here, but we're gonna see how this goes. As always, if you like to chat, the chat is the place to be. I will be keeping an eye on both the chat over here on Twitch, which you can see on the screen, as well as my lovely screamers over there in YouTube, which I see there's like 4 of you. Hi, friends. So you're always welcome to chat. And hey, if you're not feeling chatty and just want to lurk and listen to my dulcet tones, you are more than welcome to do so. We are here to hang, have a good time, and have some story and see what we can mine from all of this. And hey, yes, miss, maybe we can make another AU in the chat like we did last time. Oh my god. All right, y'all are crazy. I love you guys. I really do. You make my day. Okay, here we go. Eye of the Storm. Imbalance. Two months later, in the dimly lit room, silhouettes lurk in the shadows. Holographic screens flicker with images of protocores being sold. Each flash is accompanied by a symbol marking their status. In the corner is a man whose pockets are heavy with poker chips. He takes out his phone and inputs an encrypted code with ease. The dark web interface on the screen sputters, then pops up a series of windows, even more mysterious. I'm going to pause because I don't want this to go off the screen. Especially since I just realized it's not going to let me scroll. So we missed the first one, but rumors say over 50 wanderers showed up out of thin air, almost causing a riot. This is all about the Aether Core, by the way. Maybe an Aether Core attracted the wanderers. Someone trying to frame the wanderers, maybe. Don't spread rumors. Saw known protocore smugglers near the Silver Screen Hotel. Lead, ? Investigate and report back. A photo appears on the screen. Surrounded by bodyguards, a notorious protocore merchant walks into the hotel.
Welcome to the Silver Screen Hotel. We work overtime for 2 months dealing with these
Binksy, that was not the time to jump. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to cut off Simone. My cat. But Simone said,
We work overtime for 2 months dealing with these protocore smugglers. After that, it's vacation time.
Several hidden bugs and cameras fall on as Simone deactivates them. She brushes off the dust on her hands and casually tosses a transmitter into the corner.
After Operation Ether Ordeal secretly started, this is our first mission together? I figured we'd have chances to work together since you are also here, but things have gotten hectic with mission after mission.
Simone used to be in Unicorn's armament tech. She has the micro modification evol. And ever since she increased my hunter firearms firing rate by 2-fold, we've got along well. There we go. Let's see if that is a bit better on the sound for the game. Do let me know on the sound, y'all. Yeah, Lincoln's been a mess lately. I wonder when things will settle down.
At least it's nothing compared to the N109 zone. I heard you went in all by yourself 2 months ago. You made a mess out of Ani Kindness's protocore auction and left unscathed. You even managed to...
She lowers her voice. Her tone is half teasing, half curious.
You even managed to get your hands on a real ether core, right?
That is an excellent question. ... or, but who told you about this? I know, Nikki. I was waiting for her to go, and you managed to bang Sylus. And to be like, girl, what are you watching? No one's supposed to know. No one was supposed to see. This is the first time I've heard about it. Who told you?
No one. But it does coincide with when you were away from the association and the incident in the N109 zone. The association launched a covert mission, something about investigating the recent chaos in Lincoln.
Simone trails off, but I know what she's implying. The operation is for the association's best. A few probably noticed something was unusual.
Relax. This is top secret stuff. There aren't even leaks, let alone whispers. I wouldn't mind catching a glimpse of this ether core to see what all the fuss is about, though.
That would be a little awkward since it's inside our chest.
Anyway, the N109 zone whispers about an ether core, and suddenly the groups on the dark web go nuts. I thought the association wouldn't bat an eye, but then Captain Jenna showed up and dragged me into the special operations team.
Oh yeah, Nikki, easy peasy. We're just gonna go, hey, Sai, I can't very well open my heart out to get the ether core. Do you mind if we just, pluck that right out of your eye? I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be cool. You're good with mechanical things. You made Mephisto. We can get you a mechanical eye. That's totally fine. It's good. Everything's cool. You good? You kosher with that idea? His eyes are very pretty.
It feels like we stumbled into something big, and that rumor being passed around becomes a truth. I always believed the ether core existed. I just never thought there was more than one. If these smugglers have the real deal, that baby's going straight into my railgun.
I love Simone. And we're gonna skip over the really bad euphemism. Oh, Morgan, I'm not touching Sylus's eyes. I am against that that's a violation of the Geneva Convention. That's right up there with doing something to Zayne's eyes. I almost thought it was blasphemy when his God of Annihilation came down and they're like, and here's a blindfold. And I was like, the fuck there is? Show me those eyes. It's my favorite thing about him. God, his eyes are gorgeous. Zayne's just stop you in your tracks. They're just so stunning. God. We love Simone. Here's a question for you, Frost. Who do you like better, Tara or Simone? The elevator keeps climbing. as if it's taking us to a rooftop that's directly under the Deepspace tunnel. For a second, I feel like I'm back under the N109 zone's sky.
Allow me to jog your memory.
Jog it away.
From your past to your future, to even all the crimes you'll inevitably commit. After all, you and me, we're the same.
So good. Sedate me. My memories are too fragmented and unclear. Is it because of the Aether Core? My hand touches my chest, the warmth pulsating like another heartbeat.
Heads up, you two. We hacked the hotel's security system. You've been whitelisted and can come and go as you please.
Andrew, the captain of data analysis, is micromanaging all intel for Operation Aether Core Ordeal. He's communicating via earpiece.
Rendezvous in conference room 3909. It'll be showtime in 5 minutes.
A holographic 3D map of the hotel flickers to life before me, modules snapping into place. Simone winks. She's very proud of her latest gadget.
The moment you meet up with the target, Evol will be transmitted through your contact lens's device to alter his memories. He'll think you're the buyer he met before. You have a 30-minute window, so make it quick.
Understood. We'll grab the items and see if an Aether Core is present.
Anyway, we can fight our way out if things go south. Are you doubting my new gadget or her Evol?
Simone adjusts my dress as she equips a protofield disruptor that's shaped like an earring. Our reflections stare back at us in the glass. Simone looks stylish in her secretary attire, and I'm wearing a simple, elegant dress. I didn't think I would be an heiress again after I returned working as a hunter. At least my time in the N109 zone taught me how to bluff. A ding announces that we've arrived on the 39th floor. Simone and I exchange a look. Here we are. Let's do this. King, what you don't know is Caleb's already hacked into your phone. He's watching all your apps as we speak. He's on top. He's got you, girl. He's got you locked in. Okay, so we got some exposition. We're back. I'm liking this whole Operation Aether Core Ordeal. Like the names, y'all. The names are a moment. Me too. I love Tara's goblin energy. She's just like, hey, we're gonna do a mission. Want me to read your tarot? Let's do this. Like, I love Tara. Tara's so good. Wonder where MC is hiding her gun. A place only Sylus knows. I would say the boys in general. They're the only ones getting their hands up her thigh that far. Okay, next part. New discovery. One hour later.
With all this fuss, I thought I'd finally see the real deal, but these were all duds.
While we didn't get an Aether Core, the mission wasn't a waste of time. We have these modified protocores. The protocore smugglers are taken away, and Simone and I return to the Hunters Association.
Special authorization confirmed. Good job, everyone.
Aw, thanks, Otto. I appreciate you. Kidding? Oh my god. Guilty as badass trigger. What can I say? Oh Lord.
Do your weapons or gear need to be maintained or repaired? Put them on the table. And just between you and me, Hunter's Huntin' is serving a fancy meal tonight. Don't miss out.
The little robot loudly whispers as it almost waddles to the armory with my weapon.
Simone, your gear's suffered some wear and tear lately. Over 65% of it has been damaged in the past 2 weeks.
If she didn't help you control your evil, that number would have been higher. 70% at least.
Andrew is glued to his multi-screen setup. The windows flicker to life like a digital butterfly swarm.
Look, if building a powerful weapon turns out to be a mistake, you can punish me. Also, lead Andrew, it's been 2 months already. Are there any signs of that ether core? I can understand why the association hasn't told anyone about this. It can't be about saving face, no?
All right, check this out.
A rolled-up combat uniform lands on the table. We look up to see Jenna walking toward the control desk.
Captain, what's going on?
A weird yet familiar feeling pulls at my chest. I unfold the uniform. There lies a flat, round object I recognize.
It's a hurt knave's head.
Simone wrinkles her nose in disgust. Without missing a beat, she snatches a pen from Andrew's desk and uses it to push the head away. She ignores the look on his face. How could they just leave a head? Where's the protocore? Jenna finishes drinking her water and tears open a package. She takes out a bread roll.
Because there was only the head.
Captain Jenna is reminding you, everybody. Hydrate.
It showed up on Faye Street without anything else. The protocore must still be in its body, but who knows where that is.
I told you, Nikki, it's sustainable hunting. We kill the wanderers, we eat the wanderers, we leave no part behind. It's environmental.
So, already you can see something's not right here.
Everyone casts their gaze on me. I nod slowly. I can sense a protocurve. It's similar to the one I brought back from the no-hunt zone number 7 2 months ago, but there's more to it. Is it related to the Aether Core?
Yes, we've detected a large beta protocurve on this head.
That's a new fancy term. Captain, what's a beta protocurve?
Jenna takes a moment to gather herself. She stands up and the control desk flickers a couple of times. A holographic 3D map is projected from it, and suddenly she becomes Nikki T.
Remember that incident last month? It occurred on the 8th at 9 a.m. Lincoln Bridge's main pier disappeared from the river for 20 minutes. And on the 14th at 3 a.m., rainbow mists appeared in Goldwood City. Specifically, they materialized in 6 districts within 4 seconds of one another. Then on the 29th, an incident occurred at 4:30 p.m. An ice cream parlor in the Ring Imperial Center was flipped, and customers on the top floor were trapped in the first floor's freezer. The wanderers behind these have one thing in common. The protocurve produced by their protocores are capable of distorting space itself. We're calling this unique protocurve a beta protocurve for now. I won't get into the details of the analysis. However, after comparing it with the protocurve produced from the Deepspace tunnel region that's in the N109 zone, our current findings reveal that
Jenna leans forward. She grips the control desk to emphasize her words.
an ether core is involved.
Dun dun dun.
Based on our observations of these wanderers, the Intel Department and Advanced Tech Labs predict we'll observe more beta protocurves in the future. That's where new ether cores might appear.
On the map with Lincoln City at its center, points of interest start appearing. They are potential locations, and they're everywhere. Some are even thousands of kilometers away from the city.
Everyone, it's getting dark. Night will fall, and we all know the big guys lurking in Lincoln's shadows are about to make their move.
Captain Jenna revealed a lot of info today. There's another Aether Core aside from the one in my heart and the one in Sylus's eye. But it could be in any of those locations, and this Aether Core might be incomplete, similar to how the one in my heart was at first. It'll take some time to find that Aether Core.
Our mission goes beyond just collecting ether cores. We also need to investigate the shady organizations that covet them for their own goals. They're essentially a ticking time bomb. We'll split up for now, but try not to alert the enemy. We don't want to make things worse. Hey, I don't know what you went through in the N109 zone, but this operation is a marathon, not a sprint. Don't be a hero every 5 seconds. Patience is key.
After spitting out my toothpaste, I put down my toothbrush and stare at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. I unearthed some interesting info in the Association's archives today. There are also a few loose ends from my time in the N109 zone that need to be addressed. I should first deal with what I can handle right now, so... And away we go! To our first branch. Thorns Under the Moon. It's time to get our Zayne on, y'all. Zayne girlies, this is for you. Also, I had a thought about MC and her Aether Core, maybe because the Aether Core was put in by Ever and has the shield around her heart that the whole reviving thing is the Aether Core stopping her from reincarnating like she normally would. That is that is a good theory. Because that's true. If, normally from our understanding is we've got MC and she reincarnates, that's what she does. It's her thing, our glorious little phoenix. But with the Aether Core and her being basically brought back from the dead, by the Aether Core, or could be something inherent to her this time around, but it feels like it's Aether Core related. She is not going on into her next life, her next incarnation. And that could also explain why every time she came back from the dead, she was essentially tabula rasa. I mean, she was blank slated every time. It's distorting her natural cycle, her natural reincarnation cycle. Yeah, it's... Miz, that's a really awesome theory. I like that theory a lot. I think that's, if you're going to take that into fanfic, that'll be fun to play with. That'll be really fun to play with. Okay. Angsty time. Let's do this. Thorns Under the Moon, number 1. The sound of footsteps reverberates, a hollow echo upon the marble floor. Looking up, Zayne once again sees that familiar silhouette of the girl. In the quiet hospital corridor, its walls grayish blue and dimly lit by incandescent lights, only the girl stands bright and resolute. Yearning to call out to her, yet incapable of making a sound, he has no choice but to quicken his pace. He runs after her. Yet, at that moment, terrifying black crystals erupt from the surrounding walls.
No. Stop.
Without warning, the entire space distorts. Those sharp spikes hurtle toward the girl's throat. Panicking, she turns to face him, and their eyes meet. Her lips quiver in despair, softly whispering broken, desperate sounds. Zayne! Zayne! Zayne? Zayne! Inside Asko's rehabilitation center, Zayne suddenly opens his eyes. He's in a sleeping pod, and his unfocused gaze slowly adjusts. Did you have another nightmare?
Yes.
Rubbing his temples, he sits up. In his eyes is a reflection of my concerned expression.
Don't worry. Lying down in a large box with eyes staring at me. If I could sleep well with that happening, then you'd actually have something to worry about.
Hey, I care about you. And what else am I supposed to do? Someone hasn't gotten a good night's sleep ever since he returned from Mount Eternal. He also keeps using nightmares as an excuse. After returning from Mount Eternal 2 months ago, Zayne's health hasn't been good. It's gotten to the point where he can't sleep at all. However, he doesn't talk about what's happened in the Arctic. This recurring nightmare is the only thing he willingly shared with me. You still have a business trip next week. At this rate, the doctor might end up collapsing before his patients.
Even if I collapse, there will always be another doctor to take over. No matter what.
Hey Karen, welcome to the stream. I press my fingers against his lips as a warning. No matter how many doctors there are, they're for other people. My doctor is right here in front of me.
All right. I'll be careful and stay alive.
Don't let my worries be a burden on you. I think you've started having nightmares after I gave you that crystal fragment from the N109 zone. Zayne takes his coat from the coat rack beside the wall. Together, we enter the corridor.
They aren't connected, so don't overthink it. It's just a coincidence.
Is it?
Speaking of which, there's been progress with the analysis of that crystal.
Is it related to protocore syndrome?
At the moment, I've developed a hypothesis based on the data. I'll share the details with you once there are conclusive results.
Stepping into the elevator, I press the button for the ground floor. Zayne's reflection appeared on the closed doors, the dark circles under his eyes underlying a deeper weariness. Take your time. You should deal with your insomnia first.
Since I can't sleep, I might as well be productive with my time.
So it's not that doctors can't treat themselves. They don't actually want to be treated. I ordered some milk for you. It'll be delivered to your place and should help you sleep. Also, the hypnotic music.
Are you referring to the lullaby playlist? Did you forget how old I am?
I don't care how old you are. Bitch, I will rock you to sleep. I'm just trying to help as a normal hunter. You don't have to listen to me, Dr. Zayne.
Since I am your one and only doctor, I should listen to you.
We step out of the elevator, and my watch begins to ring. Someone's calling me. I gesture to Zayne and then move to the side to answer it. Captain Jenna.
Hey, are you available right now? We've detected beta protocurve activity in a certain location.
Hey, Laquan, welcome to the stream. After a brief explanation, Captain Jenna quickly ends the call.
Why are you frowning? Did something happen?
My mission got an update. I need to check with Captain Jenna, so I might not be able to have dinner with you. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main entrance, a pair of hands lands on my shoulders. Hold that thought, sir. I was in the middle of reading. Just as I'm about to sprint to the hospital's main entrance, a pair of hands lands on my shoulders and steers me in a different direction. You may continue, Zayne.
Don't run just yet. I'll drive you there.
I mean, given how sleep exhausted he is, maybe driving isn't the best answer, is all I'm saying. Is there an autopilot? It does. His stubbornness absolutely upsets me. Like, yes, I do drive with you all the time. I do. I take my life in my hands. There comes a point in our relationship where I realize that survival is kind of a coin toss, and we're just gonna have to roll with this. Miss, I'm perfectly fine, falls over. Where's Nikki? She's on the ground. She'll be back. Morgan, that is an excellent question, and I can't say anything about that because if I call Zayne out on the fact that he's so quick to care for others and not himself, someone in this chat might call me a hypocrite, but she can't really call me a hypocrite without calling herself a hypocrite. So really, we're at a stalemate here, like it's chess. Oh. No, I don't know how to make the horsey dance. I don't play chess. I think we'll all, I'm getting a sense that everybody in both my chats would be hypocrites and are hypocrites. How dare you do what I don't do. Do as I say, not as I do, everybody. That's the lesson of today. That's Dr. Zayne. He would absolutely frost drive her everywhere. Like, anywhere she wants to go, Zayne's like, I got you, girl. Driving while tired is not a great idea. And this is not me condoning it. Nobody's winning, King. Nobody's winning. Well, actually, no. If we were playing actual chess, if Nikki and I were sitting down at a chessboard playing it, Nikki would cream me in like 2 moves. I'm not built for chess at all. I would get paralyzed thinking about every single scenario of every single move that could be done by every single piece on the board, and we wouldn't get anywhere. Like, Nikki would go to bed and just hibernate for a week, and then I'd come back and make a move. True, but she's the one who's had sleep. She can drive the motorcycle. He's the one who's running on who knows how little sleep. Okay. Chapter 2. Though remember, when in doubt, we could always just tie him to the bed. There's more than one way to make somebody go pass out, is all I'm saying. Just a suggestion for the Jasmines in the chat. That's care. Upon arriving at the association, I find Alpha's team's office engulfed in silence. Only Jenna stands before the control desk. Her gaze is fixed on a few zoomed-in photos that are being projected.
Perfect timing. Let's look at these together.
She waves her hand, and those photos are pushed towards me. As I approach to get a closer look, it becomes evident that a distinct figure appears in every picture. The figure is also marked with conspicuous colors, which show traces of a beta protocurve. All of them are from the same Wanderer.
Yes, including this morning. Andrew has found its traces 5 times. Beta protocurve activity was detected in every instance.
That means it's related to an Aether Core.
It could very well be carrying one, or an Aether Core fragment.
Another screen comes into view, showcasing an array of data and information, and positioned at the center is a blurred image of a Wanderer.
This Wanderer can move by distorting space, and we haven't captured a complete image of it yet. However, the Intel department made a discovery. In areas where it did appear, many patients with protocore syndrome have fallen into a coma. Some even go into shock.
My gaze then falls on the left side of the screen. The text reads, location. Oh lord. Chancia City is how I'm gonna pronounce that.
I'll be heading to Chansha City next week.
Thanks,
There are
Zayne.
a few patients with a severe case of protocore syndrome, so they require Oxo Hospital's assistance for their treatment.
Those patients that Zayne mentioned might actually be victims of this wanderer.
Right now, we suspect there's a connection between these two incidents. We could start looking into those patients. And it just so happens that Oxo Hospital will send a medical team to Chansha City next week.
Captain, I'd like to make a request. Let me join the medical team as a hunter escort to investigate the wanderer.
Your request has been approved. Our Chansha branch has also started its own operation. Your mission is to confirm whether or not there are signs of an ether core. You can contact us anytime if you need help. We'll be there to offer whatever assistance we can.
Understood. I'll be careful. As I leave the association, Zayne's figure appears in the distance. He's been patiently waiting by the road. Just as I'm about to walk over, a massive bouquet of white roses suddenly appears and engulfs my vision.
Miss, I've heard so much about you. It's an honor to finally meet you in person.
Yeah, that's not creepy. And you are?
I'm sorry. I almost forgot that this is our first meeting. But you should have already received my business card a few days ago, along with the flowers.
The man has a gentle gaze, as if to be friendly. He extends his other hand toward me.
I'm Carter, from Xander Sciences.
There he is, everybody! Every time your polls get fucked up, it's this man right here. This is the origin story of Carter. I recall seeing a business card that had mysteriously appeared on my desk not too long ago. It was accompanied by attention-grabbing deliveries as well. Oh, those were from you.
Thanks to your efforts in apprehending those protocore merchants, Xander Sciences was able to recover a valuable batch of protocores. Many patients were saved as a result. Naturally, I wanted to express my gratitude. I wonder if you'll do me the honor of having dinner with me, miss?
She already has plans for tonight.
There he is. Hey, honey. Put the creepy man in his place for me, would you? A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zayne then pulls... Sorry, y'all. I didn't get to the mute fast enough. Oh, goodness. A hand pushes away the bouquet. Zayne then pulls me to his side, and he moves to stand between me and Carter. Upon seeing Zayne's face, Carter's expression noticeably darkens.
What a coincidence, Zayne.
Is it? Is it a coincidence?
It's been such a long time since we last saw each other. Why don't the three of us have dinner together? My treat.
My gaze quickly shifts from Carter's smile to Zayne's indifferent eyes. I sort of understand what's going on. I'm sorry, Mr. Carter. The association strictly prohibits hunters from accepting dinner invitations for work purposes.
Let's go.
Okay, honey. Just as I'm about to turn around, the bouquet blocks my path again. Oh, he's asking to die.
Miss, I understand there are rules about not having dinner, but the flowers didn't do anything wrong, right?
Before I have the opportunity to decline, Zayne swiftly takes the white roses. He glances at them, and with a blank expression, he gives the roses back to Carter.
They're much appreciated. Unfortunately, there's no room for them in my car.
Miss Hunter?
With Zayne holding my arm, I leave. Carter persistently follows us.
Actually, I'm here to give you a reminder. The outside world isn't as safe as Lincoln. Be careful when you're traveling.
Well, that was a blatant threat. I know, it's so funny, isn't it, King? Oh my god, how coincidental to run into each other here at the specific time, at the specific building, when you're leaving. Totally. Oh, Caleb would end him. Caleb would absolutely end him. Like, he would... Bless Zayne for not murdering him on the street. Caleb would be like, hey babe, could you go to the car? I'm just gonna have a chat with Carter. And they'd go around into an alley and then Carter would never come back. Like, Caleb would be done with it. Sylus would be done with it. Like, each of the boys reacting to Carter would be hysterical because they would just be like, Carter, who's Carter? I don't know who you're talking about. Boop. Number 3.
Seatbelt.
Yes, Daddy. Zayne turns the steering wheel, and the car joins the stream of flowing traffic. Sorry, I did that just for you, Nikki. Zaddy is here making sure you're being taken care of. Remember your seatbelt, everybody. The guy seems to know you pretty well. Are you acquainted with him? And Xander Sciences, I feel like I've heard that name from somewhere. You might have heard that from Raymond in the beginning with the giant freaking Lemurian skeleton hanging out in his living room because that's appropriate decor. That one, you remember that one, MC? That one? There we go.
All right. Your colleague praised you, saying there are things only the two of you can do. I'm very curious now. Xander Sciences will provide you with the best staff, the best lab, and even the best treatment.
Yes, Caleb, King Caleb. By the way, that in the background is a Lemurian skeleton, probably a real one, which is why Rafayel is not exactly a very happy bunny. Or fishy in this case, about that. And might be the reason why he put put Metaflux-laced crystals in his painting. I'm just saying. Yeah, like, just a little fucked up is what it is. A little fucked up. I consider Rafayel wholly justified in what he did. Allegedly, hypothetically. Just a theory. The person Raymond mentioned when we were at his place, that's Carter, right?
We studied under the same professor. That's it. The paths we're walking are completely different.
You two aren't like-minded from what I can tell. I also feel like he's a bit suspicious. It was obvious he didn't show up just to invite me to dinner, and I can see you're very cautious around him. Is there bad blood between you two? You can tell me about it.
It's not interesting.
Ooh, Zayne, honey, you just dropped into the base register. That sounds interesting to me. I think you should share. Zayne has bad blood with someone, and he's very wary of him. Isn't that interesting already? Seriously, Zayne, honey, your emissary is showing. I'm just saying.
The fact that he gave you roses is more than enough to put me on high alert.
Oh, someone's a little jealous.
But when he told you to be careful while traveling, I doubt that was a simple, friendly reminder.
Just as I'm about to tell Zayne about my trip, I think twice. I shake my head, and smile. Maybe Carter was annoyed by how we were ignoring him. That's why he tried to scare us. Zayne glances at me, a hint of amusement in his eyes. He doesn't say anything else about this topic. Oh yeah, King, he was 3 steps away from absolutely being like, fuck the roses, Jasmine suit you better. Look who it is, everybody! In the bustling airport lounge, Grayson is stunned. Several seconds pass before he finally blinks.
So, you're our hunter escort this time?
Pleased with Grayson's reaction, I can't help but imagine what expression Zayne will have when he sees me later. King, I love how you put a little asterisk in Josephine's name like it's a forbidden swear word. Like, that's so... I move closer to him and shake my plane ticket at him. What's the expression? Do you feel relieved, or are you even more anxious?
Do you want to know the truth?
While Grayson's tone sounds lighthearted, a subtle tinge of concern appears in his expression.
They say the hospitals are doing an academic exchange. But in reality, we're going there to help them. Why else would they send such a large team? Or even request a hunter escort for that matter?
Having Zayne fly all the way there, the situation must be pretty bad.
Actually, the main problem is with one of the patients.
Grayson lowers his voice and leans in closer.
His biopsy results show that the crystals in his heart have a certain shape and structure that's different from the ones you'd see with protocore syndrome. Also, when he was admitted to the hospital, he caused a metaflux burst.
As if worried I wouldn't believe him, Grayson takes out his phone and shows me a video.
My friend who works at Chancha Hospital sent me this. All the flux stabilizers in the ER went down. It was a mess.
In the video, the sound of an alarm fills the air, and the lights flicker uncontrollably. Despite the shaky and blurred footage, the chaotic nature of the scene is unmistakable. An abnormal heart, a sudden burst of metaflux, a picture begins to form in my mind. Something strangely familiar.
Thankfully, no wanderers showed up, but it's strange considering how high the fluctuation index was.
The fluctuation index only tells us the chances of a wanderer appearing. It's not guaranteed. But given the nature of the energy fluctuations, it's weird not a single wanderer appeared. I watched the video again to search for anything I might have missed. Is the metaflux a result of the patient being exposed to that wanderer and the beta protocurve? Grayson, do you mind showing me the other documents related to this?
Sure. What would you like to see?
You shouldn't make assumptions when things are still uncertain.
As Grayson and I lean in, a hand suddenly appears between us. Grayson is slightly nudged to the side.
Dr. Zayne.
In one smooth motion, the hand takes the phone, turns off the screen, and then places it back in Grayson's hand.
Shansha Hospital was built a long time ago. It's not uncommon for their flux stabilizers to experience malfunctions. As for the patient's biopsy results, they need to be further analyzed along with other reports. It's too early to jump to any conclusions.
I lock eyes with Zayne. He stands before me with one hand resting on the handle of his suitcase. Good morning, Dr. Zayne. I hold up a paper bag. Do you want a black tea cake or egg sandwich? You can only choose one.
I'll have the cake.
Of course you would.
Did you arrive at the airport early to buy breakfast?
When did I ever say that? I retrieve my suitcase from behind a chair and proudly present my ID as a hunter escort to Zayne. Surprise!
Mm-hmm.
Contrary to my expectations, I see no trace of astonishment in Zayne's expression. Instead, he calmly hands me a hot latte.
Have you ever thought about who approved and signed your escort application and ID request?
Look at him, so smug. So smug. Aww. That's what happens when baby tries to get better than her zaddy. It just doesn't work out. He knows. He always knows. Oh, look, I'm suddenly a Jasmine again. Oh, this is gonna be a great stream for me. Number 4. The flight takes several hours. Eventually, the plane lands at Chansha Airport. Boarding the shuttle sent by Chansha Airport Hospital, the medical team immediately heads to their destination. The chief of surgery, his hair, I just looked at my chat, Nikki, really? The chief of surgery, his hair, already starting to gray, exchanges pleasantries with Zayne before quickly delving into a discussion about the patient.
They're on ECMO. After the open heart surgery, adhesions began to develop. And this morning, we saw the crystals spreading. They're very close to the lungs now.
Then we'll have to perform surgery as soon as possible.
Zayne quickly flips through the patient's medical record while putting marks on the paper.
Crystal extraction is already a complex procedure. Those adhesions, we're worried the patient won't be in a stable condition while under anesthesia.
This is our only option. We must perform the surgery. Let's reassess the patient's health and proceed once his physical condition allows it.
If ass is cake, what is back? I don't know. What do we call the back? Other than an excellent viewing experience. The place that I lay. The place that I put my hands. The place that I want to bite. A few hours later, the surgical lights are turned on in the operating room. God, Nikki. The rhythmic sound... The rhythmic sounds. I'm here. I'm focused. I can do this. The rhythmic sounds of medical equipment reverberate, led by Zayne. A team of medical staff focuses on the surgery at hand. The observation room is filled with people, and their gazes are fixed on a large screen. On it, a pair of hands uses a scalpel to meticulously remove tiny crystals. Baby back ribs, Karen, there you are. Look, y'all, this is the serious surgery. I've got baby back ribs, I've got cake, and I've got other horny shit happening in the chat. I'm just like trying to focus. Oh my god, y'all.
Clear the view.
After ensuring there's no unusual activity, I make my way back to the glass.
Dr. Zayne is brave for taking on such a risky case.
Captain Willow.
We meet again.
During my previous visit to the Chansha City, we worked together after exchanging formalities. She shows me the updated data. In a matter of seconds, the record of a wanderer's recent activities appears on my watch's built-in 3D map. It managed to traverse the entire city in 5 minutes. I've never seen a wanderer move that fast before. Captain Jenna said there's no clear image of the wanderer yet. Do you have any new leads?
We did some comparisons. Aside from the protocorps not aligning, the wanderer closely resembles Mist.
But if you look at all the data, the traits this wanderer exhibits are different from the Mists I've seen.
Yeah. I don't know what got into it, and how it managed to hide so well.
Perhaps the Aether Core made it mutate or something. Suddenly, discussion erupts next to us. It draws my and Willow's attention to the screen. A scale-like tiny crystal is slowly being peeled away from the edge of a blood vessel.
Surgeons have some steady hands, huh?
I love how she says that to us like, you would know. Yes, yes, Captain Willow, we would know. His hands are just our size. That crystal! It's exactly like the ones on the monsters in the N109 zone. King. Yes, Dr. Zayne has some very nimble fingers. Zayne must have noticed it too. Regaining my composure, I immediately look at him. Under the surgical cap, his eyes remain calm and focused. He continues with the procedure until the crystal is placed onto the surgical tray.
Does it look all right on the ultrasound? Yes, it came off. Any bleeding? Let's wrap it up.
Applause erupts throughout the observation room, and relief washes over me. However, I feel a strange, unusual tremor in my chest. Something is rapidly expanding. Metaflux. The alarm from the flux stabilizer resounds throughout the entire operating room. Captain Willow and I exchange a look and immediately get to work. She starts evacuating the spectators while I run to the intercom. Zayne, a wanderer is about to appear. You need to move.
Dr. Zayne, the patient's blood pressure is dropping. Increase the adrenaline to 0.1 micrograms.
The alarm becomes louder. I immediately pull out my gun and aim at the area where the energy fluctuation has peaked. The faint energy fluctuation dissipates, yet the tremors I feel in my chest show no signs of subsiding. Zayne, you need to leave, or else it'll be too late.
The patient's vitals are unstable. Moving them isn't feasible right now.
Through the glass, Zayne looks up at me, his gaze as calm as ever.
Can you suppress the accumulating metaflux with your evil?
I meet Zayne's gaze that carries a subtle attempt to comfort me. My attention turns to Grayson and the others who are visibly worried. They wait for my response. I'll do my best.
Give me 5 minutes. Let's continue.
It's the medic of the Arctic, y'all. Number 5. Using my evol and the flux stabilizers, I successfully buy the necessary time for Zayne to finish suturing. When the surgery ends, the metaflux suddenly dissipates, as if what happened earlier was an illusion. Other medical staff will handle the follow-up procedures. I change out of my sterile suit. Just as I'm catching my breath, Zayne pulls me into the lounge where no one's around.
Give me your left hand. I'll do a quick evil examination.
King, yeah, if you didn't notice, your messages are on full view on the screen. Honey, you exposed yourself a long time ago, and that's fine. Zayne sets down a metal tray, picks up a cotton ball soaked in medicine, and begins to disinfect my hand. Oh no, honey, there's no need to apologize for your freak gig. You've watched me say shit. We're all a little freaky on this channel. You should see some of the things that we didn't put in the podcast episodes that I've said. I'm fine. I might have overdone it, but my use of evol is better than before.
While that is how you feel, I suggest waiting for the results and listening to what your primary care physician has to say. Also,
a cool sensation emanates from the palm of my hand as he holds my fingers. He applies patches to each one.
you should be well aware that the metaflux earlier wasn't something an ordinary wanderer could generate.
You knew since the beginning.
Don't tell me you actually believed I thought you were a hunter escort whose sole purpose is to protect us.
Of course, you and Dr. Noah have known about the existence of Aether Cores for a while now. Straightening my posture, I start thinking. You noticed it during the surgery, right? That crystal was very similar to the sample I gave you. I'm almost 100% sure the Wanderer that attacked this patient is related to the Aether Core. It's possible the Aether Core made those monsters in the N109 zone transform into their current state.
Not necessarily.
The examination machine beeps. Zayne observes the fluctuating numbers displayed on the screen as he continues to speak.
The Aether Core shouldn't be what's causing the mutations. Your heart's integration with one is a perfect example. Given the extent of the mutation you've described, I'm more inclined to believe that someone attempted to be smart, but ended up failing in the process.
Harder. Sorry. Got something stuck in my throat. Are you saying someone is responsible for the appearance of those monsters and this patient's condition?
I'm merely speculating. Don't forget, in this world, many forces covet the Aether Core. You haven't met all of them yet.
Exactly, Frost. Exactly. You're right.
All is well.
Yes, Nikki, you need to spray yourself. You said it. I didn't say it this time. The machine beeps, which indicates the end of the examination. Zayne carefully removes the patches from my hand and puts them away. I was gonna say, King, she is not the good one. She's the quieter one. She's the one who says shit where nobody can hear it but me. Like, did you all listen to the most recent episode of the podcast? She edited that. She edited some things out. In the quiet room, the second hand of the wall clock moves quietly, plucking the faint light enveloping us. I can't help but yawn. I told you I was fine. If I have to say there's a problem, then I'm feeling a little tired now.
Watching a surgery must have been boring.
Not at all. It's actually my first time seeing you perform surgery. You looked cool. Taking a paper bag from the table, he settles on one side of the couch. He grabs a sandwich and pulls it apart with his clean hands.
The hospital cafeteria is closed. We'll have to make do with what's available to us.
Are you going to feed me with your hands? While the chaos has subsided, the persistent scent of disinfectant lingers in my nostrils. While my body is tired, my mind is still excited. Energy to the surgeon himself. Excellent decision. I approve. Weren't you listening to me before? Someone said he'll learn to accept compliments from others.
I accept your compliment.
Hello, welcome to the stream. The sandwich bread is already flat and no longer looks appetizing. With the finesse of a seasoned chef, Zayne lifts the bread and removes the greasy bacon. He then proceeds to discard the wilted lettuce, leaving only the ham slices, red cabbage, and shredded pork that have withstood the test of time. Today will be very memorable for me. Not only did I see you perform surgery for the first time, but I also had the privilege of observing a sandwich undergo surgery.
I've just removed the parts that experienced excessive nutrient loss and would have impacted digestion.
Is nutrition one of the things you research? Is there anything Dr. Zayne can't master?
I have to admit that when it comes to accepting compliments, I'm not very good in front of you. But I suppose there's a chance for you to teach me in person.
He's so cute. He's so cute. Looking at me with a meaningful expression, Zayne places the surgery-affected sandwich into my hands. He then pulls out his phone. Baffled, I lean in and watch as Zayne taps on a message notification. He opens up a new medical team group chat, which was created earlier today. Grayson has shared a group photo there, where the medical staff, their smiles tinged with weariness, hold glass vessels that are visibly cracked. Were these cracked by the energy I couldn't contain when I lost my target?
You overdid it, yes. But the medical staff said you're the most surprising hunter they've ever seen.
They don't need to go that far. Embarrassed, I sheepishly laugh. I quickly shift my attention to eliminating the sandwich. Before he can speak, his phone abruptly starts ringing.
Hello?
Upon hearing the voice on the other end, Zayne freezes. Surprise appears on his face.
The patient woke up?
The patient woke up, y'all. Annihilate the sandwich! Also, I just want to check that I'm gonna say your name correctly. Is it Michant Chanton? Am I close? Am I in the ballpark on that? Because the French in me wants to say Chanté. But hi! Oh, good. Okay, we are on, where are we? Number 6. Where am I? Okay, 12? Okay, good. We are halfway there, y'all. Yay! My French has not left me. When Zayne, Grayson, and I arrive at the entrance to the ICU, a nurse approaches us.
Do you know why he regained consciousness so quickly?
We're not sure. He shouldn't have woken up already. Look at this, Dr. Zayne. All his vital signs are improving.
Zayne and Grayson change into sterile suits and enter the ward. I wait outside.
Can you hear me? Do you remember where we are? Look at my finger.
Look at my finger. Look at my very nimble finger.
I really wasn't expecting him to save the patient when they were at death's door.
Probably because you're a shitty doctor who couldn't have done it yourself, so you can't imagine anybody else doing that above you because you're a narcissist with a large ego. Sorry, did somebody say something out loud? Sorry. That just popped out. Let me tell you how I really feel about Carter, y'all. Mr. Carter?
Hello. We meet again, miss.
With the sudden appearance of Carter, I cautiously step to the side. However, he greets me with a smile. He raises both of his hands.
Don't get the wrong idea. I wasn't following you.
Doubt that.
This patient happens to be an important client of Xander Sciences. After hearing about the incident, I decided to pay him a visit.
You weren't there when he was in critical condition. I don't think he's that important to you.
What do you mean?
He leans against the wall and casually looks at the glass door.
If it weren't for Xander Sciences, his fragile heart would have stopped a long time ago. What we're pursuing is far more stunning and ambitious than these petty solutions.
Is that so? Observing my indifferent reaction, Carter furrows his brow. A hint of disappointment appears on his face.
Aren't you curious about the kind of work we're doing?
I'm not. He shakes his head, and his usual pretentious smile graces his face again.
It's okay. You'll be interested someday. After all, only Xander Sciences can provide answers to the questions about your heart.
No, I'm pretty sure Zayne can answer all the questions about my heart. Frowning, I suppress the urge to ask more. I redirect my attention back to the ward.
Hey, Dr. Zayne wants you inside.
Avocado is the greatest thing ever, and I demand it on practically everything. I just look up and I just see, but a lot of avocado. Love avocado. Those are some strong feelings about avocado. I don't know what happened in the chat, but I am on the side of Team Avocado. I just want that. Just want that on record. Oh, we are absolutely interested in building a criminal case against Xander Sciences and Carter. Like, take him down. Grayson hurriedly walks out and hands me a sterile suit.
Excuse me, this is the ICU. For the patient's sake, we kindly request that unrelated individuals leave.
Oh, that is such a burn. Oh, that is such a burn. I love it. I love how classy that was. Unrelated individuals should leave. Looks directly at Carter. Having no intention of paying any more attention to Carter, I change into the sterile suit and enter the room. Really? Really, King? You got a problem taking it raw? That's unfortunate. But I suppose that's a cross you're just gonna have to bear. The man lying down on the bed has his eyes half closed. His voice is weak yet infused with tangible excitement.
I'm back. I'm back.
All his vital signs appear to be normal. However, under normal circumstances, a person wouldn't recover this quickly.
Bye, Morgan. Thanks so much for coming. I'll see you next week. As Zayne talks, he directs a meaningful look at me.
More anomalies may occur. Stay on your toes.
Acknowledging his warning, I nod. I move to the bed, introduce myself, and state the purpose of my visit. Then I proceed to ask questions. Davis, you said you're back. Were you?
It trapped me. I couldn't get out. It was like a nightmare. I couldn't wake up.
I turn on my watch and pull up a picture of mist. When you say it, do you mean this?
Yes. It was that thing. It was inside of me, but it wasn't.
Suddenly, the vital signs monitors start beeping loudly. The man on the bed begins convulsing as if something started choking him. Metaflux, Zayne. I quickly pull out my gun and sense a more intense fluctuation. It surges and engulfs the entire room instantly.
Grayson, transfer the patient to another room and prepare for resuscitation.
Unexpectedly, a rift appears and reveals the shadowy figure of a wanderer. Moving myself to the front of the bed, I point my gun at the wanderer. However, it disappears in the blink of an eye. A second later, it materializes like a phantom in another location.
Hey, behind you.
Evading its slash, I aim my gun at the center of the fluctuation. However, a tremor overwhelms my chest. I barely feel any pain. Only a dense white fog surges before me and obscures my vision. The ward dissipates, as if my surroundings are transformed into another realm. The last thing I see is Zayne rushing toward me. Zayne, watch out! On to number 7. It feels as though my body is plummeting into a thick fog. This sensation of weightlessness threatens to push my heartbeat out of my chest. Amidst the chaos, I muster all my strength to find something, anything to hold on to, and after what feels like forever, my feet touch solid ground. My surroundings become clear. Bathed in dim, feeble light, a long corridor appears before me. Its end remains hidden in the mist. Am I at a hospital? No. I feel a faint tremor in my chest. A familiar energy fluctuation surges with the mist. It drags me somewhere. This fluctuation is from an aether core. I'm probably in the Wanderer's proto-field. As I stand in the empty space, the sound of approaching footsteps reaches my ears. Turning around, I notice a dark figure. Zayne? An onslaught of sharp ice crystals materialize around me. They're ready to pierce my heart. The ground beneath me disappears, and I find myself falling into a sense of weightlessness again. As I float in this void, blurred lights and sound rush past me like an avalanche. Within the boundless darkness, it's as if a pair of hands is gently lifting my tired soul. I struggle to open my eyes. After feeling my steady heartbeat for several seconds, I sit up on the bed.
You're awake.
By the floor-to-ceiling windows stands a figure wearing black clothing. He turns around. Behind him are dilapidated buildings and the sunset's tender light. Zayne? The figure takes another step, his appearance nearly overlapping with the dark figure I had seen before. I move back.
How are you feeling?
After hesitating for a moment, I reach out and touch his cheek. I trace his eyebrows and the contours of his face. I recognize the features I know so well. In this silence, he remains motionless. He just looks at me. I must touch him. The game required me to touch him. I'm just following instructions, y'all. I'm fine. I think I just had a dream. Perhaps it's the influence of the proto-field that causes me to have those strange illusions. Shaking my head to clear my thoughts, I shift my focus to the room. The cracked grayish-white walls enclose a space with a sofa, holographic screen, refrigerator, and various functional home appliances exist in close proximity. It looks like the home of someone who struggles with living a normal life.
Do you remember what happened in the ward?
The wanderer that suddenly appeared, the tremor in my heart, and Zayne running toward me. My memories gradually find their way back to my mind. Are we still in the Wanderer's proto-field?
Yes.
Following Zayne's gaze, I get up from the bed and join him in looking out the window. As the final remnants of twilight vanish, the city stands before us under a light blue sky. Its desolation is evident. This place is a rusted skeleton of its former self. I just had a very angsty thought. Should I share the angsty thought? Because it was kind of a theory, but I'm like, no, maybe I shouldn't add to the angst that we're already angsting. Okay, so we know with Zayne from the anecdotes and everything that 7 years ago, Shubai showed up and went, hey, homie, Fractal Library. And Zayne was like, that's a great idea, but I need like 7 years to fix some stuff and then we can play this game. Which means technically he might be, you could argue, delaying the emissary, the god of annihilation, whatever we want to call it. So is it that his ice curse is getting worse because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing? That every year he doesn't go into the Fractal Library and continue the cycle the way that he should, his ice gets more and more volatile towards him? As punishment Yeah, so that's my thought. Just throwing that out there for everybody. Yes. It could be that because he's getting closer to becoming the emissary that the ice is taking over. But I feel like when Shubai showed up, that was supposed to be like the, hey homie, time to come home. And Zayne was like, I'm gonna devil bargain this. Do you mind? Like, I've got stuff to do. I got a girl to save. I'm not ready to go yet. And because he keeps pushing it off, because remember, Shubai's back after 7 years and is like, hey homie, we had a deal. And Zayne's like, that's a great idea. Can we find a middle ground and compromise on this and, do something else a little bit? So, because he keeps putting it off, the ice, his evil keeps hurting him. Yeah, Shantae, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's the Foreseer aspect of it. He gets punished when he doesn't follow what he's supposed to be doing. And King, maybe you should have stayed quiet. Maybe I should have stayed quiet. But, let's just throw that also in here with Captain Angst Pants. Because I feel like there's a connection. And yes, fuck Astra. I need Astra and Carter to have a bad day together. No, at this point, Shubai hasn't shown up to collect him again. Not yet in the story. But we know he's already been here once and they struck the 7-year deal. But that doesn't mean that deal didn't come with a cost. And the cost could be how his evil is mildly consuming him, for lack of a better word. Anyway, moving right along into this angst train. Where are we? Ah, yes. And although it's faint, the energy fluctuations around us are similar to an aether core. The Wanderer's protocore must possess an aether core's energy. But in my dream, it's as if the chill from those ice crystals still lingers in the air. I grip my arms more tightly.
You're awake now. Remember that whatever you dreamt about was only a dream.
You could save the blanket and just let me cuddle the snowman. I'm just saying. Or you could get under the blanket with me. Body heat is a thing. A blanket is draped over my shoulders. I reached out, but he walks away before I can touch him. Zayne opens the refrigerator, revealing a collection of peculiar bottles with mysterious liquids and a jar half filled with chocolate. After opening the jar, he offers a few pieces to me. Their packaging unexpectedly fancy. I'm not hungry.
According to my perception of time, you've been unconscious for 2 days.
I'm sorry, what?
If you don't eat or drink something, I'm afraid you won't have the energy to find the Wanderer.
Shantae, that is such an interesting theory. I think his powers might be confusing whatever's up with her powers for what happens to people before they turn into wanderers, which is why his ice triggers itself around her. That is a really cool theory. Oh, that is a really cool theory. I love that interpretation. Because she does. Her aether core is unique to her. It echoes a lot of what's happening. She resonates with all the wanderers around her and seems to have a very unique connection to metaflux fluctuations. That is a absolutely fascinating theory. The scent of chocolate saturates the air and ignites my appetite. What if the Wanderer launches a surprise attack while we're resting? Despite my words, I find myself sinking into the worn-out couch. I unwrap the chocolates with Zayne. I look up and my gaze falls upon a bit of vibrant green on a desk. It's a flower pot with a jasmine in it. It sticks out like a sore thumb in its desolate world. While the branches and leaves retain their green hue, the stem has already started to wither. Is it normal to see jasmine in a Wanderer's proto-field?
What are you implying?
The patient who was attacked by the Wanderer fell into a nightmare. They were trapped in their own dream. In other words, the environment we're currently seeing in the proto-field must be a manifestation of someone's dream. And I don't remember ever seeing anything here. So this is your dream.
Are there any comments you'd like to make about it?
Even a world as broken as this, chocolate still exists. I expected nothing less from you.
Shouldn't you be saying something like, "Thank goodness it's Zayne's dream. We can still eat chocolate."
Zayne, who's wearing nothing but black clothes, appears somewhat strange. Maybe this is how he sees himself in his dreams.
I have dreamt of this place. However, the jasmine hasn't wilted yet, and the world itself isn't in such a dilapidated state.
Is this the nightmare you've been having then? Zayne is quiet for a while before responding in a soft voice.
Yes.
Don't be scared. Dreams are the opposite of reality. I offered the unwrapped chocolate to his lips. Try it. Who knows? Maybe the chocolate in your nightmares doesn't even taste like chocolate. He lowers his head and eats the chocolate.
It's carrot flavored.
Liar. See, Frost, you and I were on the same mental path on that, because in God of Annihilation, his powers, you don't see the ice until the end of the world, and she freezes over. Like, it doesn't come until then, and I'm like, there's something there. There's something there. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but it feels like the ice is very much to me connected to the emissary, to the end of it all. So it's intriguing, those ice powers that he possesses. I know, my poor snow baby. He looks out the window again, where the silhouette of a bird flies across a darkening sky.
Since dreams are the opposite of reality, perhaps I'm not a doctor in this one.
Lord, I just want to cuddle the heck out of him. Just want to cuddle the heck out of him. Everything is a hazy blur in dreams, yet in Zayne's dream, the flowers, trees, streets, and shops appear with remarkable clarity. I can't help but wonder how long this dream has haunted him, incessantly replaying itself to the point where every detail is fleshed out.
While it resembles my dreamscape, I can tell it's a proto-field. Over there.
He guides me to the entrance of a narrow alley. The road ahead is covered in thick fog. It's as if we're It's as if we've reached the end of the dream itself. From the fog, a cluster of black crystals has emerged. It blooms like a flower and is as tall as a 3-story building. It blocks the path. A protocore cluster?
It regenerates very quickly after it's broken. I'd say it's as good as new within a few seconds. Yes, I tried destroying it before you woke up.
Of course you did. As I recall my past battles, a hypothesis forms in my mind. I think I know what's going on here. There must be another protocore cluster in this protofield, and they provide energy to each other. We need to destroy both of them to leave this protofield.
Eating sweets certainly makes one smarter.
Thank you for the compliment. I gesture toward him. Though I'm only slightly smarter than you. Chuckling, Zayne pulls down my hand. Since this is your dream, do you think you know where the other protocore cluster is?
When you're in a protofield, using evol in a scientific matter is more effective than dreaming.
The protofield is practically drenched in erratic energy fluctuations, yet amidst the entanglement of protocurves, I detect one that stands out. I open my eyes and point in a direction. From what I've sensed, the second protocore cluster should be on the other side of the protofield. Similar energy fluctuations appear from another direction. I look at Zayne. Which one would you like to pick? Zayne looks into the distance. I don't know if I imagined it or not, but some sort of emotion stirred in his eyes.
The one that's farthest away.
The far end of the city is cloaked in black mist, resembling the gaping maw of a beast hidden in the shadows. Nope, I want that one. I understand this is your dream, so you know where the dangers are. But are you going to face them alone again?
This is my dream. I can get to my destination faster than you.
But your dream isn't exactly being nice to you right now. Maybe the more you try to use it, the more it'll use you instead. Let me go instead.
You.
Don't push yourself when you're in trouble. I got your back. That's a tip from your hunter escort. Smiling, I take a step and pat his back. Without waiting for Zayne to respond, I wave and start walking.
Don't push yourself. That's a tip from your primary care physician.
Behind me, I hear a soft sigh followed by Zayne's words that are tinged with worry. Turning around, I catch a glimpse of him standing in the shadows. He's far away now, so I can't clearly see his expression. I press my lips into a thin line and nod. Regardless of whether it's him or me, we know we'll always support each other. As the girl walks away, her figure disappearing from the fork in the road, Zayne turns his gaze toward the alley's depths. Within the thick fog, a broken streetlight flickers intermittently. He raises his hand. Parts of the mist detach themselves from the air. Spiraling and condensing, they coalesce into icicles above his palm. Dark impurities silently emerge from within them, but they stop spreading just as they're about to breach the outermost layer of the white crystals. It's as if a looming black hole threatens to consume everything pure and white, yet a thin, unwavering layer of pristine ice remains resolute in being the last line of defense. Shadows stretch, and in the boundless fog ahead, the protocore cluster awaits his arrival like a slumbering wanderer. Within the mist, a cold wind materializes as aggressive figures sluggishly stir. The ice crystals in his palm slice the air and seemingly hit nothing, but the protocore cluster shimmers for a fleeting moment. As more wanderers emerge, their roars resound and their figures phase in and out. The ice crystals solidify into sharp blades. Zayne delivers his attack with decisive precision. Blades of ice tear through the darkness, and a pungent scent permeates the air. The ground beneath his feet slowly transforms. It turns soft and slimy like sludge, stubbornly clinging to his legs. Dazed, Zayne looks down. Peering through the mist and layers of unclear ice, his gaze falls onto his palm.
Zayne!
A bloody hue taints his hand, and an eerie shadow is cast over his senses. He's momentarily transported back to that bone-chilling nightmare. Zayne is shocked. He looks up and knows who's standing before him. The tension is palpable, gripping him.
William?
It's too late. Please.
In the howling, icy wind, Zayne hears his heavy breaths. Once again, he's returned to the endless, snow-covered expanse of Mount Eternal. Bloody tears stream down from William's empty eye sockets. Then, an array of faces emerges from the cluster's projection.
Aren't you going to celebrate my birthday with me? Why did you kill me? Aren't you a doctor? You should have saved me! Why didn't you save me and my child?
Zayne, please, kill me.
He's suffocating. He's trapped. His head is spinning. Zayne notices his fingers are trembling uncontrollably. He staggers back only to trip over something again.
It's just an illusion. It's not real. It's not.
More and more hands stretch out toward him. They're frozen. The space around him shatters and distorts into mirrors. They reflect his bloodshot eyes. They reflect his hands are clenched so tightly that veins bulge. A black icicle suddenly pierces through the mirrors and shatters parts of the protocore cluster. The protocore cluster doesn't regenerate. It resembles a cliff teetering on the edge, ready to collapse in on itself.
She made
it. As the mirror shards dissolve into black mist, the cold light intensifies and casts an ethereal glow. Determined, Zayne thrusts the ice blade toward the human figure. Zayne! The ice blade stops as Zayne's pupils contract. It's her. But she can't possibly be here. They're your patients. How could you? Am I next? You'll kill me, right? No, you're not Zayne. Who are you? It's a face he knows so well in this unspeakable nightmare. Her expression is filled with disbelief and pain. Yes, it's her. Zayne, kill me. Black ice flowers bloom from her chest, their petals unfurling. She's light as a piece of paper, separated from life's weight, yet she falls almost with a thud in his stiff embrace. buzzing engulfs Zayne's ears as he's once again pulled into the depths of a never-ending nightmare where he knows it's an illusion. He can't break free. At that moment, the cracked protocore cluster pulsates with a blood-red light. The air trembles around it. The massive shadow before he breaks along the other protocore cluster. The illusion in his arms changes again, but he doesn't look up. He only clenches his fist.
It's time to end this.
A cold gleam flickers, and pure black ice crystals surge beneath him. They freeze every figure that lurks within the shadows. The darkness is suppressed, and his surroundings change. It's foggy. A blurry figure gradually emerges from the cracks in this space. Zayne conjures black ice and takes aim. However, his body becomes immobile, as if he's frozen in place.
You shouldn't throw yourself into danger just for her.
Oh.
His entire body becomes encased in ice. Black crystals pierce his chest and spread to his fingers. The intense pain leaves Zayne's back drenched in sweat. He's unable to control his body as he collapses. His heart races in fear as he hears that cold voice.
Seek your destiny. Only then can you be redeemed.
Again, who the hell is that voice? Number 9. As the protocore cluster shatters, a distant tremor ripples through the air. The space around me transforms into mist and moonlight shines down. Then the fog dissipates. I can feel the ground beneath my feet. I cautiously assess my surroundings and see I'm in a garden at the back of a hospital. Something's not right. This is Lincoln's Asco Hospital, but we should be in Shansa. My heartbeat quickens and a sense of foreboding washes over me. Holding my gun, I push open the door that leads to the hospital. Behind the door, a white mist emerges. When it cleared, I noticed I was back at Zayne's place. By the couch, someone was lying on the floor with their back to me. Zayne!
Be careful. We haven't escaped this dream. There are 2 layers, and the Wanderer is still here.
I rush over to Zayne and help him up. He weakly presses his hand against his left shoulder. His expression alone shows how much he's in pain. The ice. Zayne clenches his left hand and moves away from my hand.
The ice. It's dangerous. Don't touch. It's too dangerous. I won't be able to control. Leave. Now.
A sudden voice in my head gave me pause. Despite the warning, I leaned in to inspect Zayne's injury, feeling my heart sink with each passing moment. There are no visible external injuries on his body, yet a blackened ice spreads across his wrists and neck. It doesn't seem like it'll disappear anytime soon. I don't think you're just losing control of your evil. Let me see if I can help.
Don't worry. I'm fine. was just...
It doesn't look fine. It starts to melt.
Don't waste your time on me. We can still go after her.
Y'all, it may be hard for me to read the unvoiced parts of this because the early cutscenes, they didn't space the subtitling out very well, but I'm going to do my best. Focus on taking care of yourself. From now on, you listen to me. It doesn't matter if it's related to the protocol or not. There's no use resisting. I'll help you suppress your evil first.
My left shoulder, a little lower.
You might be more familiar with what is about... Oh, dang it, what'd she say? You might be more familiar with what happens in dreams, but I'm an expert in dealing with wanderers.
I would hope so. I know how this nightmare ends. Wanderers aren't the only threat here. When push comes to shove, leaving me behind might be for the best.
I sincerely appreciate your noble sacrifice, and your suggestion has been taken under advisement. However, I reject it. Insert fury meme here. I always keep my word. What else do you need me to do?
If I do something that ends up hurting you, don't go easy on me.
Didn't you agree that you'll do whatever I say? Well, here's my first order. You're not allowed to talk like that anymore. Wait, this is... Zayne, be careful. What happened?
What happened? Letting you step into this nightmare, perhaps was another mistake. But at least I have one last choice.
As I gather my thoughts, the weary face before me momentarily merges with a blurry image of Zayne in my fragmented memories, but they immediately separate. Wait, when I was pulled into the proto-field, I was attacked by that wanderer and lost consciousness. The wound should be on my body, but it's gone. I give Zayne an inquisitive look. I want an answer, but he averts his gaze instead. Zayne, what did you do while I was unconscious? Slightly loaded question. Number 10. Zayne, what did you do while I was unconscious? Is this why you're losing control of your evol? His silence confirms my suspicions. I lower my head, and my hands that rest on his tighten. Before the worry and guilt in my heart coalesces into coherent words, they disappear because of Zayne's presence. He lowers his head, and his chin rests on the top of my head.
You're my hunter escort, correct? Protecting you was protecting myself. And after subjecting you to a distressing dream, ensuring you can leave safely is the least I should do.
Your dream didn't hurt me. The mist is exploiting it.
What if the Wanderer wasn't the only source of danger? You've seen how bleak and oppressive this dream is. As you said, it's not exactly being nice to me. Perhaps the dream itself is the real threat here.
Zayne talks slower, enunciating each word with a gentle tone. It's as if he's trying to calm his shimmering inner turmoil. I realized something. After we entered the proto-field that's based on Zayne's dream, he's been acting more hesitant. Could it be? Zayne, this nightmare is more than just a dream to you, right? I sense his hand subtly move, a testament to its master's emotions that are always restrained.
A dream remains a dream so long as you wake up from it. But when that day comes, when I can't wake up.
Are you worried you'll be trapped in your dreams? Or that your dreams will encroach on reality? If that day ever comes, I'll wait for you, I'll find you in your dreams. How we feeling, chat? I'm kind of feeling that I'll find you in your dreams. Yeah. Boop. Even if the world falls into chaos and everything turns upside down, I'll never forget who I am, and I won't forget who you are. By then, I'll find you in your dreams, the real you. The resonance's light quietly flows from my fingers as I made a not-so-solemn promise in a calm voice. Zayne's breath hitches, as if it's suspended in the air for a while. Then he exhales, his breath carrying the weight of unspoken sentiments. If all else fails, I'll bury you in the body of a snowman. You'll be a super big snowman.
What?
I close my eyes and banish the myriad, I should say. I close my eyes and banish the myriad of questions and worries from my mind. If you can't deal with it by yourself, then we'll face it together. I'm the best there is, so I'm sure I can lend a hand.
I see your problem-solving skills are more on the straightforward, brutal side. Should we consider this a side effect of you becoming stronger?
It's called having the freedom that comes with power. All the black ice has disappeared. How are you feeling? Does it still hurt? It seems he's been observing me. I look up and meet Zayne's gaze. It seems he's been observing me for a while.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
Don't. Just as I'm about to tell Zayne not to lie again, he turns over my hand. A sliver of glimmering, icy light appears in my palm. He takes back his hand, and 2 chubby little ice seals tumble into my hand.
You get 2. As an escort, you are very professional while on the job. This is your reward, since I have nothing else to give you. Do you trust me now?
From where I am, light and shadows dance upon his features. They accentuate the mirth in his eyes. You keep telling me not to push myself, but you also need to stop disregarding your safety. He nods. I clench my hand and reach out to him. I help him stand on his feet as I get up. You said this dream has 2 layers. Are we in the outer one because we broke the inner layer? Zayne doesn't refute my statement. He turns around and walks ahead to open the door. We step out to be greeted by the night breeze. We retrace our steps through the corridor and return to the hospital garden, which feels familiar yet strange.
A mutated wanderer's protofield defies normal logic. It could be hiding anywhere.
Outside the hospital, skyscrapers rise like towering concrete trees in a forest. Meanwhile, the rest of the city stands in eerie silence. I can use my eval to return the protofield to its original state.
Negative consequences born from mistakes don't need to be fixed.
The sky swiftly darkens, as if time itself has been accelerated.
We have no choice but to destroy this place.
Wait, your eval. We'll do it together.
Are you ready?
Black snowflakes drift from our interlocked fingers. The night wind momentarily suspends before swirling into a frenzied flurry once more. Underneath our feet, a vast expanse of ice crystals blossoms. The ground, the buildings, and even the particles floating in the air were all ensnared in the swift spread of the chilling night, wrapped in its icy embrace. In an instant, the entire world froze into a black amber. A rift violently tears through the fabric of this space. The Wanderer can't hide anymore. It screeches and reveals its true form. There it is. Let's go. Zayne's coat flutters wildly in the wind. Amidst nightmarish darkness, an icy glimmer materializes in his hand.
Let's end this before the breaking dawn arrives.
Number 12. To the end, my darlings. We are at the end of Zayne's chapter. Let's do this. Once the final blow is dealt to the Wanderer, an intense tremor surges from the depths of my heart. But the resonance is unmistakably this time. It's akin to gentle waves brimming with power. A light, warm glow gently descends into my palm. Is this Chance the Hospital? The breaking dawn's light streams in through the window. In the silent corridor, the air carries a faint scent of disinfectant. Have we returned? Zayne?
I'm here.
As my hand is tenderly squeezed, I turn my head. Zayne is next to me. Wait, I need to double check. Are we still in the proto-field, or are we in reality? And turn back now? Though his expression has a bit of helplessness, Zayne still complies.
Are you double-checking or making me play a game of turnaround?
I'm confirming that Dr. Zayne is the person with me right now. A burst of laughter erupts from deep within me, but in the very next second I collapse onto the ground, his arms immediately extended to steady me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I reach out, but stop once I realize I'm holding something. I open my hand and see a protocore fragment. It emits a faint green glow. A fragment of the ether core. At least our efforts wasn't for nothing.
You're back.
Dr. Zayne.
Captain Willow and the others rush over from the opposite end of the corridor. Their expressions reflect a mixture of relief, joy, and concern.
Are you two okay? You're not hurt, are you? It's been 3 whole days since you were trapped in that Wanderer's proto-field. Everyone's been worried sick.
From Captain Willow, I learned exactly 3 days had passed since we entered the peculiar proto-field. The patient has been relocated to a secure ward and is now out of danger following resuscitation. During this time, the entire hospital was being protected by Chance's city hunters who carried out a thorough investigation.
By the way, we discovered a strange device while investigating the ICU.
Speaking in a quieter tone, she gives me a sealed, transparent bag.
We found it hidden inside a flux stabilizer that was sitting in a corner. Almost went unnoticed. Ever since that incident happened in the ER, the hospital's flux stabilizers have been examined or replaced.
So only recently did someone tamper with one of them. I take the sealed bag and show a grateful smile. I'll ask the association to conduct an investigation. Lincoln City, 3 days later. I open the door to Zayne's home. It's quiet. Zayne? I tiptoe into the living room. Zayne is peacefully sleeping on the couch. The curtains gently flutter in the warm breeze. Light and shadows glide from his nose to his chin. Is he sleeping? Or... I move closer and place my hand over his chest. Whew, he's just sleeping. He must be exhausted. The little zany sleepy breathing is so cute. Approaching Zayne, I kneel down to be at eye level with him. I carefully cover him with a blanket that was draped on the couch. The tension on Zayne's furrowed brow dissipates. His breathing is steady, and his expression is serene and relaxed. I look at his face, the thoughts in my mind racing as I reflect on the whirlwind of events that have unfolded recently. You can finally rest. My watch vibrates. I leave the living room and answer Simone's call.
The preliminary analysis results are out for the thing you brought back. It has an intricate structure. Took me a while to disassemble it. I found a radio frequency chip that resonates with metaflux fluctuations. Basically, it's an energy transmitter. It can locate protocors and even attract wanderers via fluctuations.
A wanderer attracting transmitter. As I recall what had happened, one figure stands out the most suspicious. Carter. He just showed up before and after the patient displayed abnormalities. I share my suspicions with Simone. She then poses her own questions.
The complexity of this small device is far beyond his understanding, and even Xander Sciences. It exhibits highly advanced protocore technology. Xander Sciences is a medical institution. There's no way they could possess protocore tech that rivals the associations, right?
So what are you thinking?
After the founder of Xander Sciences, Raymond, passed away, the company's future was uncertain. Only recently was it acquired by a well-known group. Its biggest shareholder right now should be... Ever.
Da-na-na, there it is. It's at that moment, the fragmented pieces of information in my mind gradually lock into place and form a cohesive image. Carter mentioned the patient at Chansha Hospital had been undergoing long-term treatment at Xander Sciences. Raymond, the founder of Xander Sciences, was in a similar situation. If the peculiar crystals in the operating room and the monsters in the N109 zone come from the same source, that means Ever is creating monsters. Once again, Zayne finds himself chasing after that familiar figure. Under radiant sunlight, cicadas chirp in the background while the pristine azure sky stretches as far as the eye can see. The sun sits on the edge of the city's high-rise buildings. The girl turns to him. She smiles. At least he caught up to her.
Finally.
He holds out his hand to the girl, and she firmly grasps it. Yet the two find themselves tumbling back into the seemingly endless empty corridor. Black crystals emerge from his palm. They encroach on the girl's forearm. Sunlight is engulfed by darkness once more. And there you have it, because we can't let Zayne have one moment of freaking happiness. One moment, just one, y'all, one. Just let him have his moment. We could have ended in the sunlight and been good, but they're like, hey, no, we got to go back to the theme. We have to stay on theme, and we have to go back to the foreshadowing. I know, dag nabbit, like, it's just, let the man have a happy moment, God. Ugh. But all right, so what do we think, y'all? What do we think of Zayne's chapter? That was a lot. That was a lot. That was, Lord, 2.5 hours to get through that. Yeah, Astra says no. Astra wasn't having it. Depression. It's love and grief space, y'all. It's love and deep depression. I don't know what to tell you, especially with Zayne. But we've got Carter introduced. We've got Ever back on the scene. We've got this thematic repetition with the black ice and the divergence between the white ice and the black ice. The convergence between Zayne and Dawnbreaker. There's a lot happening here. Just so much. It's such a good, like, it's so good. The story is so good. I was a big fan of Zayne's arc in this. Yes, hold on. I made a note somewhere, Frost. 1 second. Let me find that really quick. Where did I put it? The name of the goddess. Yes. Okay. There it is. Found my notes. So, Frost, I think you were right in the last stream. The name of the goddess on Phelos is Astria, or Astra. Which absolutely lends to my theory that perhaps MC might be originally the goddess herself. And like Zayne has a division between her divine and her mortal. So, yeah, I'm waiting for that to come into full go round. Yeah, the goddess on Phelos, we learn, especially in the Lightseeker myth, is named Astria, Astria. So Astra. It's wild. And I mean, it's given what they have MC do, she's very much connected to the light and into reincarnation, creation, life cycles. They've got her coded very well. Yay, King, you did Lightseeker! You got the clock tower now! There is so much in Lightseeker. Like, that thing is so heavy on lore. Lord, talk about a myth. Okay, genuine question for the chat that I have. Now, we just finished Zayne's chapter. That took us 2.5 hours to get through. Now, we can either stop here and we can move to Rafayel's branch next week. Or I don't think we're going to get to all 3 boys in the stream, is what I'm saying. So we could pause here, and then next week we do Rafayel's branch, and then the week after we do Xavier's branch. I don't want to rush the story at all. I want us to be able to take our time the way we've done with Zayne. I don't want to push us to go too fast. I want us to enjoy the story. Because as you can see, there is a lot of lore happening. I'm going to take the game down a little bit. He did. I mean, Rafayel is a wish blocker 9 ways from Sunday. He prefers to be himself. So I think we're going to call this, I'll call the VOD part 1, and it's going to end up being 3 streams to get through this arc. We're going to let each boy have their dedicated arc. So next week will be Rafayel's branch, and then the following week we'll do Xavier's branch, and then we'll do Homecoming Wings and do those 2 chapters together and do the full Caleb arc. Is I think the way this calendar is going to go in terms of where we're going with Void Side chats with our little stream. Because that arc, I want to keep Homecoming Wings together. I want both chapters to be in a single stream. I want Caleb's debut to have his moment so we can really sit down with the story. We can discuss all the things. And I want each of the boys in these branches to have their moment while we talk about them. So I think we're going to hold and then I'll do Rafayel and Xavier in the following streams coming up in the next couple of weeks. Also, Nikki and I are going to be recording the next episode of the podcast tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about our our initial reactions to the events. some of the storylines that we've played thus far. So it's gonna be a fun little podcast episode, which will drop on Thursday. And then here's a fun idea that Nikki and I had. I was thinking of doing some mini streams for the next 2 weeks because Illusio is live and available, and I have a lot of memories. I also have a lot of outfits. And I was wondering if y'all would be interested in some sort of like TRL stream where I essentially take requests. You name the kindled scene and the outfit, and we play it. How does that sound? Would that be something y'all are interested in? Yeah? Okay. It'll probably be around a similar time. I know that, quick poll for the chat, y'all. Could you remind me where y'all are located? I know I've got some East Coast US people, and I know I've got a couple of UK people. So I'm trying to find a good middle ground between y'all. And then, of course, for my Pacific Coasters like me, King is UK, Miz is East Coast. How about over here on my YouTube chat, Frost and Karen? Can you remind me? Okay. 1:37 a.m. I appreciate your dedication, King. It's a joy having you on the streams every single time. So I really appreciate you basically slamming down energy drinks and coffee and really strong tea to be here. All right. All right, so Shantae, you're on. So Shantae's East Coast. 8:37 p.m. So you are East Coast as well, Frost. Karen is in my time zone. Okay, so then I think... all right, then I think I'll shoot for maybe for that 2 to 3 slot. I think that might be the middle ground here. Yeah, maybe 2 o'clock my time. So that's +3 for the East Coast would be 5 o'clock, y'all, for my East Coasters. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay. So let's shoot for, let's see, I'm trying to think. Let's shoot, because I'm trying to think of the current schedule. So I have my standard Thursday stream from 6 to 9, where we are doing Siren's Rest, the DLC to Still Wakes the Deep. I've got my Saturday stream from 10 to 1 a.m. my time Pacific, so that's 1 a.m. for the East Coasters. So sorry, y'all. I go late on that one. So let's have a Friday stream, and then I'll do maybe a couple next week as well. But let's shoot for Friday at 2 for our little fun day Friday, TGIF. Play with the Illusio in our outfits. I may finally give in and get in Bun Bun Panda just so I can traumatize Nikki by doing Badass Trigger in Bun Bun Panda. She's not gonna make it, y'all. She is not. She still can't do the idle bando kindles. She can't. It's hysterical. She loses it every time. Bun Bun Panda, Badass Trigger. It'll be so good. But yes, okay, so let's shoot for 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, Friday is what we're gonna go with. And we will do it'll be a TRL stream. So think about which kindleds you want, and if I've got them, then I will totally do them, and then we'll discuss the outfits in which you wish like me to dress these boys in. It's gonna be so good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a great way to end the week. And then if it goes really well, I might do it again next week. Oh my god, Bun Bun with the alien glasses. That would be so good. That would be so good. Oh, we're gonna have a lot of fun. You already got one in mind, Frost? Oh, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it. So yes, bring your suggestions to the Friday TRL Total Request Live of Elusio for lads. I'll throw a post on the Love and Chick Space channel as a reminder and to confirm the time. And then next week, we will be back here from at 3 o'clock to 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, to take Rafayel for a ride and get our sea god on. Get some seething flames. Oh god, they end up in a boat again. Y'all, it never goes well for MC and Rafayel when they get in a boat. I'm just saying. Oh, this is gonna be so good. I'm so excited for Friday. This is gonna be so good. So yes, so Friday 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Elusio, we're gonna have a grand time. And if y'all are down for some mystery and some horror, then I'll see you on my Thursday stream and my Saturday stream. Elsewise, I will see you back here next week for Rafikins. I hope you all have a really good week. I always sincerely enjoy having you all here, whether you, as I said, whether you have fun in the chat or whether you just enjoy lurking. Either way, I am super grateful to have you here. As always, shameless plug that if you're not subscribed to my solo channel, it would be really helpful if you did. If you want to join my Twitch channel, there's a link as well for that. I'm working on getting some more stuff happening in the chat for Twitch for engagement, like emotes, as well as some stuff that you guys can redeem with your channel points. Fun things, fun rewards, and also the stream loot stuff. So when in doubt, we always appreciate your support and you guys being here. We're a small little channel and we're doing our best. But yeah, so thanks everyone. It was great seeing you as always, and I will see you on the other side. Please get some sleep, King. Please. Don't be Zayne. Go to bed. Oh, bye, Karen. Bye, Shantae. Bye, Frost. Bye, Ms. Hey, Nikki, you joined right as I am about to end the stream, so thanks for that. Hey, girl. I told everybody that we're going to do Bum Bum Panda and Badass Trigger on Friday at 2. So,